Uy, naka-stream na ako. Tapos na. Ay. Ayaw nakita baka wala. Lahat ng mga hinahanap mo sa'yo na to. Ibig sana di mo ba kumaisan? Tabi lang. Oo, kung alam mo lang. Uy, nakalive na ako ah. Nagre-reflect niya sa'yo.
Radiant team ban. Team Liquid's turn to ban.
Okay, so
Radiant team ban.
si Awing. Kaya nakalive na ba tayo?
10 seconds remaining.
Ay, ba't nawawala?
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Ano to? You need to change video resolution. Okay. Change daw natin reso. Ay, your videos.
Team Liquid's turn to ban.
Enchantress.
Bakit naman ako dito?
Ten seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Anong laban to? Delay pala
Radiant
tayo.
team ban.
Sobrang delay pala. Yung. Ha?
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Oh, delay. Sobrang delay.
Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Sobrang delay pala talaga. Okay. Saan sila kumukuha na source?
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Okay, delay pala talaga. Add tayo browser. Display. Twitch na lang.
Than a basketball country, so we will adjust there. Analog getting a bottle refill coming in from Schofield.
Really took me out, by the way, with that. I can't think of anything else than the NBA.
Your mind just goes blank whenever you hear about basketball.
That's right.
Foxy back at bottom. You would have thought this would cost 33 a little bit on the laning in the laning department, seeing that Batrider had to TP top minute 3, but 33 has managed to stand his ground quite well. He's level 4.5 on the Brewmaster, so nothing too much lost down here for Liquid, but my goodness, that start for Devailamo is starting to look scary. Good news for Liquid, they solved it at least partially there with that rotation, because Enigma is not a hero that generally gets off to an explosive start like that. The hero has a hard time getting early kills. Sometimes lane matchups can be good together with Tusk, but yeah, having a 3-1 and 3 scoreline here is a dream for Devi.
Oh yeah. That goes without saying. That is one of the scariest heroes in the late game, as we've seen so many times before. I mean, what kind of late game, not that we need to talk about late game, but it is the most fun part of Dota, of course. What kind of answers do Liquid have for an Enigma late game, would you say?
Yeah, not the best, right? The only BKB piercing ability they have is Lasso, and that's on a position 4 Batrider that's gonna have to have the right positioning, gonna need to blink, maybe a lens too, to reach reliably.
The Basher on Focus Fire, Syndra?
Yeah.
We've seen it.
Yeah, it is a possibility. that will not come to real, but maybe. Who knows?
Schofield taking some damage here by Insania. Looking for this bounty rune. He will snag it. Now he tries to get away with his life, but the glimpse is going to be there. Nice ice shards, but Nisha able to Waning Rift, and the coil should secure the kill. They will give it to Nisha.
This does actually not really feel that worth it for Liquid. They brought 3 heroes over, including Mickey carrying from the top all the way over to that, and Schofield still got the bounty. So
33, trying to run away. Analog eventually catches up via the astral step, so looks like a death will come eventually, unless it's to a neutral camp, which is always a possibility, but we'll try to aggro them, but he's getting blocked off, and okay.
Okay, that...
No way. There's no way, right? K1 actually TPing back to the wave so he doesn't miss XP. Analog as well. 33. They just didn't want to bother with it anymore.
It's awkward for Analog because he has to reserve his Aether Remnant for so long, because otherwise it's just a straight TP out, right?
Yeah.
So he's reserving it so long, and then 33 gets a nice angle there in the jungle where it's not reliable where he's going, and they guess wrong. That is a big steal. Insania grabbing the 7-minute Wisdom Rune from the
Still level 3 after taking the Wisdom Rune.
Yep. Now level 4.5 because they got the other one.
Good job.
Yep.
I mean, we saw how big of a difference that made in game 1, so they can...
For sure, this is going to be a very fast level 6 now for Brew, right? Because he managed to grab the bottom Wisdom himself, so he shared that one with Insania. And Schofield now going to be level 3, minute 7:30, not ideal.
And some pressure to the tier 1 by Heroic.
Yeah, Ench Enigma. Talk about a pushing combo minute 7, right? Just showing up here with Eidolons, Ench has a Centaur creep. Mickey will try to deal with it. Will be successful.
Now they have to deal with the Alpha Wolf. It's Mickey. Gonna try to chase them a bit.
8-minute power run coming up. Nisha will once again be the lucky winner, being on the right side of things. Amplify damage for him. Slardar lives on.
Pretty soon as K1. Dealing with some pressure here by Boxy and 33. Boxy trying to TP out, but Analog closes the gap and brings him to his knees. So 33 left alone for the time being. Meanwhile, top lane, Malefice on the Mickey, but a TP is coming via Nisha. Gets off the coil onto Divide Llama. That looks to be an easy cleanup for Liquid.
That's a lot of heroes, but probably worth it for that one.
Yeah, he was top net worth not too long ago. Now has 2 deaths to his name. K1.
Very quick Vlad, so it is important to slow this guy down and not let him take control of the map. So I think Liquid with the right read that it's just too important to solve this top issue that they will bring perhaps 1 hero too many rather than 1 too few. You just force that Enigma out of there. But in turn, Heroic going to go for the immediate counterplay of, well, guess what? If you guys are bringing so many heroes to top, we're going to push bottom. So really just forcing Liquid's hand non-stop. It feels like Liquid are putting out fires everywhere they go. Nisha is a prime firefighter in this game on his puck.
Oh, Analog. Well, he doesn't have to worry about the coil, but the glimpse is there, and now has to astral step to safety. Liquid have many members to chase this, though. Aether Remnant does hit, and that should buy enough space for Analog to get away. That was pretty scary, but meanwhile, the bottom section of the map, we have the primal split going off. Divide Llama might be dying a 3rd time, but the Infested can keep him alive a little bit longer, looking for a potential black hole, but doesn't have the mana. In fact, looks like he had already used it prior to that. Down goes Divide again, and KJ will follow suit.
And really also seeing here the problem with these under-leveled supports from Heroic, right? These Wisdom Runes. Playing a big part. This is a level 3 Ench, minute 10. Schofield close to 6. He's been given some laning space. Analog should be fine. Nisha got the rune again, though.
As he does, so the bottle refill will come for Heroic. But still, this tier 1 tower top survives. This is looking, I mean, net worth-wise, it's relatively close, but it does feel a little bit more like game 1 with this level advantage right now for Liquid.
33 pulling this wave away so that their siege creep can hit the tower. Another nice little detail. This lane seems to be giving a lot of details, and you know, as the 33 special, he has I want to say even pioneered certain lane mechanics in the offlane. He's very creative when it comes to how to manipulate the lane, etc. Seeing another example over there. Nice shackle shot. Good Wild Wing push, though.
Yeah, that keeps him alive. Schofield now level 6.
Thanks for the help, Wild Wing. I will trap you.
Dire's middle tower.
Poking his beak at Mickey. The tier 1 tower will fall in favor of Liquid.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Seems like they're getting the better of most exchanges so far in this game, but that, of course, was after a terrific start for Divide.
Dire's middle tower
And
is under attack.
Void Spirit, not a hero we get to see that often anymore. It used to be everyone's jam about 8-9 months ago. How do you feel this hero fares in this game?
I think the matchups it has are quite good. It has a way of getting away from Glimpse, which is quite rare that heroes have that, but with Dissimulate you can get away from that.
Yeah,
you
might
are
check,
naturally going to buy Ags against Puck and Brew. So I think it's pretty solid, but his early game has not been particularly great, which is often the problem this hero falls into, is that if it doesn't do too well in lane and the first few moves don't go too well, the recovery curve can be quite steep sometimes. What Analog has done in this game is he's maxed Dissimulate, which I want to say is quite uncommon. Like most Void Spirits we see go for a 4-1-4 build, but he has taken more of the AoE farming route to try to recover his game.
Mind check.
Yeah, that is interesting. So it has a lot lower cooldown by leveling it up as well. 22. K1 pressuring 33.
Kasi nga.
Data Radiance will be a big timing for the side of Heroic. For the Brewmaster on the other side, we're looking at 2,500. So Radiance advantage definitely going to be Heroic.
Coil expended by Nisha. You already had the illusory aura buff though, so we'll get away clean.
Yan, my check.
Not able to find a kill.
In the meantime, feels like Heroic are quite happy to just farm for a bit, right? You want your Enigma to keep scaling, you're waiting for that Lifesteal Radiance, and it's one of those games where it doesn't feel terrible for Void Spirit to farm because of his build. If you went for the 4-1-4, this would feel a lot more awkward with all this downtime. You would kind of like to hunt kills non-stop, but in this case, just
Para matatanggal yung ano neto.
non-efficient to use Dissimulate to farm on this hero. Especially when you have the Fairy's Trinket, it all adds up.
They're hunting. Divine is their target. He's silent. TPs are coming. Looking for a potential black hole, but he gets lassoed into death. Schofield not able to save him, so again, really respecting this Enigma.
The timing of this move should open up
Okay.
Heroic to defend their Wisdom Rune this time, though.
Dito sa may side ng Dire side.
The 14
Disruptor,
they know there's
Taska.
spells on cooldown, no lasso, no
Okay, 7 na yung score natin dito. Lamang dito yung Team Liquid on the Dire side. So, 33. Pero wala.
That is so much
At dito, TTP sila dito. At binitaw na nga dito yung Static Storm. And TP out pero nahuli dito ni Void Spirit. And yun. Chasing pa rin sila dito sa Disruptor. And it might be go down na. Okay. So inaanap pa rin nila dito si Nisha. Yung tamang farm lang dito si Lifestealer para mabuo niya yung Radiance. At eto namataan nila dito si Wind Ranger, nagpa-farm. Pero wala naman silang action dito nagawa. At eto, kita nila dito si Pac nagpa-farm. And yun, tamang tansyahan lang sila dito. And tier 1 tower sa top and basag na nga din. Okay, tama yan. At eto, nagpa-farm lang sila. At yun, Radiance sa dito, yung Lifestealer, and they are continuously farming na lang din dahil wala naman din gagawin silang action dito, kundi farm na ng farm. Okay, Vladimir na rin dito si Enigma. At hindi sila naglagay dito ng Midnight Pulse. Pero, let's see. Okay. Diba? Pero tao nakita nga nila dito si Void Spirit. And yun, shackle shot pero walang tinamaan dito. And yung glimpse back pero meron niya siyang anong tawag doon? Search natin. Hindi ko alam yung mga skill ng Void Spirit Void Spirit. Skill. Okay, mayroong siyang Either Remnant, and then meron siyang Dissimulate. So, Dissimulate nawawala. And Resonant Pulse, Astral Step. Okay, mukhang kailangan natin magkapisa dito ng mga ano, mga skill lang. Lahat ng hero dito. At yun, para agents na rin dito yung Brewmaster. Ilang gold away na lang. And they are still continue farming lang para sa kanilang mga key item. At ito, Radiance na rin ang ating Brewmaster. At yan. So 16-12. 2 minutes faster than dispatch. Average 18-12. Yan. Ang pilis nga ng farm dito ng Brewmaster. Pero nasa ano lang siya dito top 4 network lang siya. Ito go nga nila. Dito yung pack and silence. Yung pinapak pataas. And yun. Nakuha nila dito yung pack. Orchid reveal nga dito yung ano, yung heroic, hindi na nga nakatakas yung pack. And nabigla siya kala niya makakatakas siya at ginaw na dito yung lifestealer, binitaw na yung static storm at lifestealer is dead. Next naman dito yung Enchantress pero may black hole dito, si Enigma at nakahuli dito si Disruptor and susunod na to si Brewmaster at nakatakas dito si Batrider pero may pumunta dito si Windranger. Napatay niya pa dito si Enigma. Napakagandang backup naman dito ng Windranger pero medyo nahuli na siya doon. Ay, napangiti si Idol. Okay, tamang farm lang dito. At ano dito, Mage Slayer nga din dito si Enchantress para dito sa mga magic. Kasi masakit din talaga yung magic damage dito ng Liquid Yung Firefly, yung Coil kay Pac, lahat, pati Static Storm, masakit din to. Dagger na rin dito si Tusker. Sakto to, lalo pag may Agarims na. May Walrus Kick, combo, na ibibitaw dito yung Heroic. Ang dami. Stuck din dito yung lifestealer para makatulong sa kanya sa pagpa-farm dito. Pero dito. At hindi alam dito na lifestealer. Baka smoke pero naka-smoke dito sa side. Pero nakuha dito si lifestealer. Dalawa nakapasok din sa static term. Either Remnant. Patay agad dito yung lifestealer. At susunod na nga din dito yung Enigma. Tatlo ang patay sa side ng Heroic. At sinusundan pa nila yung Void Spirit, mamamatay. Shackle Shot, wala pero silence. At mamamatay na, hindi na siya makatakas dito sa call. Naka-Astral Step pa, Dissimulate, makatakas ba? Pero wala, patay pa rin. Wala kasi ng takas dito sa 5. Napakaganda naman dito ng pasok ng Static Storm. Patay lahat, hindi nakapag-black hole yung Enigma Napakahusay. Muntik na rin makatakas dito yung Void Spirit pero 5 kasi yan, hindi siya makakawala dyan. Oh, may nag-iano sa atin. Walrus Punch coming in at mapatay nga dito yung Batrider. Muntik na siya maka-TP out Deepner na rin yung Windranger dito. Sureball na rin itong stun ng Windranger Maganda rin itong control since meron din siya shackle shot at yun, husay. Radiance hindi na nag-armit dito yung lifestealer. Binamadali niya na rin dito yung Radiance.
Position right now. The map positioning is not favoring it this time. Looks like Heroic have learned their lesson this time and will be clearing it out and get themselves some much needed experience on their heroes. KJ level 8 on Ench. About to get level 9.
Do you think the experience gap right now is more drastic than the gold? As we're going to see Lasso this time applied to the Ench. Easy kill for Liquid.
I would think so, yeah. I mean, 2 wisdoms, and taking into account that Liquid just won a big fight when the heroes were the highest level they've been, I would think the experienced lead is also quite comfortable for their side, so looking very liquidy right now this game.
33 showing himself. The rest of his team in the cover of smoke. Analog.
Rogue siege creep here, giving
They
some
have vision there, but they find Schofield instead. Snowball gonna put himself in a terrible spot, but Divine Llama with a nice black hole into 2. Mickey just on the outskirts with a nice focus fight to be able to kill off Schofield. Eventually, Boxy does fall, so it's a 1-1 to start. Divine Llama.
Naku, patay 3 sa heroic.
Taking care of the back line. K1 looking to
Life
try to do
stealer,
something
hindi
here,
ano to, kinakait lang sila dito ng Team Liquid, hindi makapalo dito at patay lahat sa side ng heroic. Napakahusay isa lang yung namatay doon sa Team Liquid,
Like a promising black hole, but as fast as possible, they get the counter out. If that black hole goes full duration, maybe Mickey even dies here, but keep an eye on Divine Llama now. Static Storm, Insania coming in, casting at max range to interrupt it. After that, the rest of the fight, more or less a formality. Didn't even need to use Primal Split. Look, it's on off cooldown the entire fight.
Yeah.
Or actually, okay, he did use it, but I don't think he needed to. I actually think this wasn't even necessary, potentially, but ensures the lifesteal kill and runs down the Ench as well. So, exceptionally good fight for the side of Liquid. And for Heroic, maybe you want to try to slow things down a bit and get this Enigma BKB. I feel like we're approaching the point where that is going to be a necessity.
They wait. They still haven't taken it. Tormentor.
At makakuha pa nga nila dito yung Tormentor. 14-21 yung score natin. Mukhang alanganin dito yung heroic. Ako, malalaglag na sila dito. Best of 3 din pala to, kahit dun sa may pinaka lower bracket. Okay. Kala ko best of 1 lang. Ayos. Pero kailangan makabawi dito ng heroic. Hindi pwedeng basta-basta lang silang matatalo dito. Ang laki na rin ng control ng mapa dito ng Liquid. At ito ginugo na nga sila kahit sa triangle pinapasok. ED Remnant, wala. Astral Step, na-shackles dito yung Enchantress, Pinocos Fire, patay ang Enchantress dito. Napakadali lang yan patayin. Kahit meron siya untouchable. At ito, nahuli nga yung Lifestealer. Pinagpapapana dito ni Windranger. At ayun. Glimpse back. Hindi na kailangan ng SS dyan. May Aegis din dito yung Windranger, kaya ang tapang eh. Top of network natin yung Windranger, 14,000. Tapos next Brewmaster, next yung pack. Maalanganin talaga yung heroic dito. Meron na rin use yung pack para pang-counter dun sa silence ng Void Spirit. Mag-BBKB muna dito yung Tasca. Hindi siya mag-agames. Para nga naman makasurvive siya dito. Skip naman, pero may post tayo dito. Si Scofield. Disconnect. Bug.
Definitely an uphill battle. I mean, they're only down 10 kills. That's the weird part about it, right? It doesn't. It's not. Yeah. The gold is insane. XP doesn't show initially there, but also pretty insane. As a damage rune is up top side that Liquid will likely find here in a few moments. So from Heroic's perspective, what item timings are we waiting for? Is there any big power spike? Obviously the Enigma getting a BKB is huge, and then it's all about positioning with him.
Yeah, what else is there? I mean, the Void Spirit BKB is kind of close as well. 1K for that one. Those are pretty much the items, right? There's nothing else that is even remotely close that's going to make a difference. Lifestealer just got his Manta, but died instantly after. A1's game is looking quite miserable. So, all eyes on Divai if you're a Heroic fan. I think this is the one chance will be him getting this item in 1,000 gold. For Liquid, there are just so many ways of winning this game now. Keep playing the map, look for picks with your Windranger +1. You can combine with either your Puck or your Bat. You can combine with a Disruptor to find kills. You can look for team fights too, obviously. Your lineup is just extremely powerful this moment. And Roche has a 6 minutes respawn, still 3 minutes on the Aegis from Mickey. Don't know if they're going to be using this for much except the bottom tower. I think just controlling the map is fine. I don't really feel like they're on a timer.
No, not at all.
Barely.
I mean, Insane is only 1,500 from Ags on the Disruptor. And we've seen how game-breaking that can be.
Yep.
Have you gotten used to the fact that these supports end up with ridiculous farm now?
Yeah.
Okay na. Wala pa pala.
I have.
Took a long time though for you. You don't like change?
I missed the days of brown boots minute 20.
I miss the days of Earthshaker having to buy bracer recipes until he has enough to sell to buy Blink Dagger because he would lose too much gold dying. Really fun.
Ako, mahuli pa yung Enchantress.
Nisha,
Naku, napakadali lang patayin nito ni Bobby.
KJ correctly pinging out the ward that's spotted him.
Tamang farm nandito yung
Oh,
Ate, ito na yung Batrider. Flaming Lasso, ay hindi nakakontact.
close.
Hindi niya nakakita, pero okay lang. Silence is
The
golden.
Enigma being the most important hero.
Mag-go dito, magkakatamaan. Wind Ranger, Gifter para sa dalawa, Ether Lens, pang-counter. Pero hindi sila nag-go dito.
They don't know it though. Access or to use on a
Crips
creature.
Stealer, papanggap na Crips eh.
It looks like Heroic disengaging completely. And Aegis, still a minute 20 left. And still two tier 2 towers up. Stania is just living the life.
Oh yeah.
He's 600 away from Ags now. There is the big item for Divide.
Yeah. This is a moment of opportunity, but
Nakahuli yung Life Stealer ng Flaming Lasso at mamamatay at Manta. Ba, may Manta yung Life Stealer, napakahusay. Makakapatay. Hindi, ayun, ayos nga. Pero hindi siya mapapatay dun.
math favoring him there
Napakatigas.
with the Radiant, so he will get out, but it's still Liquid
Tama,
running
lakad
the
lang,
show.
lakad lang.
Heroic will need to try
Di,
to
isang
get
black hole
the
lang na
victory
malapit
they are
dito.
looking for. It's
Isang
just
black
the
hole lang na
timing is
malapit.
the
Tapos kakarnehin ngayon ng
Liquid aren't really
Life
offering up
Stealer,
much
pati ng Void
opportunity.
Spirit. Yun lang, makakabawi na sila dito. 710k yung gold
Chipped
pin,
away
medyo
into
mahirap na
Heroic's
eh. Pinasok.
example of that.
Hindi, makakatakas siya, madulas yung pack. Wind Ranger, nauna agad dito yung Enigma, nag-black hole na. Nahuli yung Wind Ranger, pero may Aegis yan. Ako, tago-tumagal pa, mamamatay pa yung Enigma.
Llama takes the tumble though. And
At
now
nagtago na nga yung Life Stealer, mag-out na sila dito, alanganin na sila. Disseminate, napakahusay. Patay din yung Tasker, dalawa namatay sa side ng Heroic. Unlike sa Liquid, wala napatay dito. Mid Slayer na yung Enchantress, ayun, okay na, panalo na yan.
Something good, but Divide
very anime. That's why thing I always loved about Divide Llama.
good news, we do have a replacement desk out back.
Muntik na mamatay yung ano. Ay, hindi, namatay siya, pero may AG, sayang. Diba?
The keys are actually falling off.
Mag-hitter type na rin dito yung Enchantress eh.
Plays that are happening here for Heroic and company.
Kaya sila dito pasukin.
And Liquid gonna poke the high ground. Remember, they don't have the
Okay,
Aegis.
push tamang push lang.
Obviously,
Enigma,
can find
nangungulit.
support.
Glipnir, pinasok ni Tasker. Snowball, pero nauli dito yung Enigma. Wala rin naman ng Black Hole yan. Wala rin naman pakinabang yan dyan. At ito na yung Life Stealer, garit na galit. Pero wala, ano tawag doon? Lumilipad. Firefly. Naginakite lang sila dito. Wala na, langanin na yung Heroic. Malalaglag nila sa series na to. Good play pa rin coming from
They have
Heroic.
really good damage with their cores right now. This will absolutely
Antay
be one
mo,
way.
kaya magagawa din yung dyan eh. Life Stealer eh. Lahat yan madulas eh. Kailangan lang talaga nila dito yung Black Hole kaso wala. Down si Enigma and yung SS niya cooldown pa din.
Pretty straightforward for everybody to follow through. And K1 on this life stealer, we saw it in game 1 as well.
Kailangan nila ng Himala dito.
It's not really about him
Oh,
individually necessarily, it's just that the time that they've
Init
taken and the
talaga
way
ng
that
panahon
Liquid has
yun.
solved it in both games has really rendered him quite irrelevant in both games.
Yep, I think that's fair to say.
Ayaw kita baka wala.
These wisdom
Ay, wala
moves
pa
really are
nag-ano. Uy,
haunting
may chat
Heroic
tayo sa akin.
in game 1 and 3. I have to say, as Tormy will bestow
As-
33 with a shard. So now can cancel that ult a little early if he wants.
33 is huge. We haven't even talked about this. He's top net worth now.
Oh, really?
Mantle
Meron
Radiance
ng
off
Octa
to
rin
Ream.
dito yung Brewmaster.
Level
Mahusay.
20, so he has the Bruiling health talent.
Well, he got enough
Mabilis
practice
na yung
playing
mga
this
cooldown
third
ano
game in a row
dito.
today.
Cooldown reduction din
True.
talaga dito sa Brewmaster eh. Ano kaya pa-counter dito
The
ng
idea from
Heroic?
Heroic, you were bringing
Alangan
this up
na
in the
sila,
draft. Not saying this had
14-30 yung
anything to do with the result, but just curious
high ground
why
defense.
they banned the Chen after proving they could beat it.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting.
May
Yeah,
Aghanim
very
na rin
different.
dito yung
Game 3 for sure. Maybe they felt like the peak
Disruptor.
order and that Liquid would make the right adjustments based
Sakit.
on how they lost the second game, but it's always easy to say afterwards. You should have
Nakahuli
just
talaga
given Chen
dito
who even
yung
says that.
Lifestealer. Wala talagang kakay. Kinukulit lang sila
Well,
dito
Primal
ng
Split used to siege the tower. That Earth Panda can really pack a punch, I'll tell you what. Glimpse back on to KJ.
James
Viper
back,
to follow
deep
and focus
nerf,
on
patay agad yung Enchantress. Napakasakit ng damage ng
that was a hero
Wind Ranger.
temporarily, and it looks like this will be the second set potentially, but
Ang sakit
see a
ng
wraparound
damage.
potential here
Mukhang
from
wala na
Heroic.
to. Sakit ni
The Black Hole
May.
is up, BKB is available for
Kinukulit
K1.
lang sila dito ng pack.
Schofield trying to defend, but I think these illusions and siege might be
Okay,
enough.
patay dito agad yung
Finally, the
ano.
heroes come in.
Box.
Rage already used by K1.
At
On top
ito
of
na,
the
Shackles
illusions,
nga,
he's defending
BKB.
the
Statics to, pero medyo na-late yan. Ito na yung Lifestealer. Black Hole sa dalawa. Patay. Ito, nag-go na. Ah, hindi makapalo yung Lifestealer. Ako patay. Wala na. GG agad talaga dito. Heroic, napakahusay. Eliminated na dito yung
Yeah,
ano,
what a class game
napakahusay.
this was. It was just so similar to game 1, just so clean. So many good movements, so many good individual performances. Once again, want to highlight Boxy on the Batrider. Think he played a stellar game. And I'm doing that despite him playing with a Wind Ranger who went 16-1 and 14. There's a lot of players you could highlight in this game. I think everybody on Liquid did their part and more to make this look like such an easy game. 36k lead with 36 kills in 32 minutes. A very one-sided affair. Fortunately, the series wasn't, though. So we got value for our money with this one, but Heroic obviously disappointed, thinking what could have been.
They're obviously, like you said, disappointed, but I'm looking forward to their future. They looked really good at this tournament, and I don't think it was a fluke. They got some LAN experience now as a team. I think we can expect good things for them going forward, but I mean, going up against Liquid, as 33 has to do the old double tap there to get the nice handshake. But yeah, going up against a juggernaut like Liquid, of course, we've talked about how they are the lower bracket kings in many tournaments. As long as they can get out of the group stage, that seems to be their kryptonite in some respects. But yeah, Liquid looking very good. And the question is, will they be ready to play Falcons later today, Cinderin? It's going to be a tough one.
It is, but I feel like now they're warmed up and they've probably learned something valuable from this series. They get a break. They get to watch two Chinese giants go up against each other after this and maybe draw some inspiration from that, perhaps. But yeah, definitely Liquid came to play
Welcome,
today.
traders.
That's for sure.
It's Shay,
Blitz with a
aka the
smile
humble
on his
trader
face,
here.
which is good to see. And Divine Llama and company, unfortunately, will be going home, but really happy to see him get to this stage, get some experience. And like I said, should be able to expect some pretty good things going forward. Now let's go to Pyrian, who has an interview ready to go.
Yeah, hi, I'm here with Davai Lama from Heroic. I hope that you're not feeling too bad because that was a phenomenal performance. You guys should be proud of yourselves.
Yeah, it was a nice series. Shame we lost. It always sucks to lose. Feels worse than I thought, but I'm still happy with how the tournament's gone for us.
Well, I tell you what, you got a lot of fans here in the arena, and they were really cheering you guys on, especially your performance in the second game, which was something to see. How good did it feel when you were winning that game? You thought, we're going to beat these lads.
I just thought we were going to have a game free and play more Dota. I just wanted to play more Dota. I'm not sad that we lost. I'm sad we won't get to play more in this tournament. That's all.
Well, we're sad we're not going to see more of you this tournament, but is there anything you'd like to say to the fans out there who are supporting you throughout?
Well, thanks to all the fans. We have the best fans from South America, my personal fans from Belgium, from France, and my family has been very supportive of me.
Good man. Well, we look forward to seeing you again soon, but I'm afraid that's the end of your tournament. Thank you so much. You've been fantastic, and all the best. I guess we're now going to go and talk to someone from Team Liquid. We got Boxy. I'm running over, Boxy. I'm sorry to keep you waiting, Boxy. I'm coming. Come here. I need someone to lean on. Come here. Whew. You guys made that look a lot more difficult than William implied it would be.
I don't even know what he said.
He said that you guys are lower bracket kings and that no problem. But game 2, you must have been sweating.
Yeah, game 2, I think, I don't know how to win that game. Everyone in my team said it was easy. I felt like I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just feeding. So maybe I was the problem. But the game 3 was really nice, so.
So, you've got Falcons later today. Are you confident going into that series?
Whenever we play Falcons, I feel like it's a 50-50 if we are much better than them or they're much better than us. So it will be pretty fun to see. Usually they're like our vendetta right now. Maybe them and Betboom. So yeah, it will be fun.
Well, we're all looking forward to seeing it. I know you guys have a lot of fans here in the crowd. Can we get a cheer for Team Liquid? All right, well, best of luck in that series. Take it easy, Boxy. And I guess back to the desk. Bye, Box.
Thank you very much, Pyrion. Yeah, it's always bittersweet. Obviously, seeing the winning side is fantastic, but seeing the losing side very real as well, as it is a competition, and we will eventually only end up with one team that is our champions, and it is not going to be Heroic, as they fall short here against Liquid in a 2-1 best-of-3 elimination, of course, round 1 here in front of the crowd. They gave a good battle, though, I will say, but this game 3 was